apologies in advance for the audio quality of this. I don't even like the way that I'm sounding right now. The acoustics in this room are horrible. I have to figure it out sooner than later. I just moved into a new place, as you probably heard in my last video, if you even watched it. I just moved to Nashville, so I have to figure out the acoustics of this room. But I needed to get this out, and this is going to be a different format than the previous two videos I've put out. And the reason why is because today I'm talking about how I put out 2 videos, okay? Only 2. Wasn't expecting success from it, but after 2 videos, I immediately was like, I'm done with this. I hate YouTube. Mind you, I've had so many YouTube channels I can't even count throughout my life. Ever since I was a kid, I've been making videos, posting them on YouTube, getting in trouble with my parents, deleting said videos off YouTube. Not because they were controversial, just because, parents can be afraid of your digital footprint regardless of if it's bad or not. But I put out those videos, the 2 videos, and I just felt stuck. I felt like I don't even know why I'm doing this anymore. It feels like I'm fulfilling the dream of somebody else. And how I got there, and I'm going to be moving around to this because part of the reason why I stopped those 2 videos was because they didn't feel like me. I went down this big rabbit hole prior to starting my YouTube videos, prior to starting the channel, where it was, like why your videos aren't getting views, how to beat the YouTube algorithm. Like, I fell down this rabbit hole of all of these Minecraft influencers who were like borderline doing the same thing, where they were, oh my god, I can hear my S's, and I really hope it's not that bad for you guys. But I went down this rabbit hole of all of these Minecraft YouTubers who were borderline doing the same thing. They were like giving life advice, and they were coming from a perspective of like, I haven't completely made it, but I've made it more than you have, so I'm going to give you advice on how I got there. No hate to them at all, but I was like, you know what, I enjoy watching these videos. I think this is where I'm going to start, because I'm learning right now that there's a big distinction between enjoying something and having fun while doing something. I enjoyed making those kinds of videos where I was talking about self-help, and I formatted it, and a lot of those videos would be like, how do you break the algorithm? You don't use ChatGPT, you write out your scripts, you come from personal experiences, you tell your stories, and I was doing that just for these 2 videos, and I was sick of it. Like, I used to write scripts, I used to want to be a film major, but this just wasn't that. It was like I was writing out a conversation with somebody, and I could feel myself as I was having it, like as I was speaking. I just wasn't authentic whatsoever. But I was following that script and that format of how to make these videos because I enjoyed watching those videos. I was like, you know what? They're making decent money. They're doing this. And in my video, such bullshit. In my video, I was like, I don't want to blow up. Yes, I do. Everyone on YouTube wants to blow up. And I was making these videos because I was like, you know what? Over time, it's gonna build somewhat of a fan base. And my whole niche was like, I'm working on myself while making these YouTube videos. So I'm not coming at you from a place of like, I'm not perfect, but I'm a little bit better than you, low-key. I'm coming at it from a place of like, let's grow together. Let's, change and grow and, read self-help books and watch self-help YouTube videos together. And that was kind of my niche, and I felt cool about it, and I was like, okay, great, I found my place in YouTube. But I made a video, and I kind of had fun with it, and then the second video, I enjoyed it, but I wasn't having fun with it. And I think that's one of the big distinctions that made me want to quit this channel so quickly, was because I was enjoying it, but I wasn't having fun. And I think there's so many things that we do in this life where we enjoy it, but we're not actually having fun. And I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I just wanted to kind of tell the story as to why I wanted to quit YouTube after 2 videos. And I think there's probably a lot of people in here in this space, because it is such a saturated place, and with saturation comes, obviously a lot of people, a lot of videos, a lot of thumbnails, a lot of titles. And I think that there's a lot of people who probably are just, they're turning themselves into a machine. They're not having fun with it anymore. Like, I guarantee you, if a machine could talk, it would say, yeah, I enjoy my work because it's what I was built to do. I was built to create, so of course I enjoy creating, but am I having fun with creating? Creating, I used to be a philosophy major. Creating philosophical papers is so much different than writing songs, what I do now, or making a fun YouTube video, which is what I'm trying to do right now. It's so much different. Enjoying yourself and having fun are 2 different things. I also think that there's an aspect of having fun that you do just let down your walls. You let go. You're able to do and say and be things that when you were just enjoying yourself, you wouldn't be doing. Like, think about it. When you're out with friends and you're enjoying yourself, you aren't necessarily telling all the funniest jokes. You aren't necessarily having, the least anxiety that you've ever had. But when you're having fun, you enter this almost state of all those anxieties go away, and you're in this like the zone almost of, I'm just gonna fucking, just go for it, and I'm just gonna have fun with my friends. I'm not gonna think about what is everyone thinking about me. I'm not gonna think about, is this girl, is this guy watching me? Like, I'm just having fun. And I think that that's what I was missing from those 2 YouTube videos, is even the way that I talk, it doesn't feel like I'm having a conversation with someone. It doesn't sound like I want to be there. And part of me wanted to, because I love YouTube, I love creating, I love talking, I love sharing my story. But at the same time, I was sharing this manufactured version of my story, manufactured version of who I was. I wasn't really sitting down and saying, listen, if I love to talk, I'm going to talk. If I love to make this video, I'm going to make this video, and I'm going to do what I want with it. I was so caught up, and I think so many people are so caught up in, how do I make the perfect video? How do I make it so that it's digestible? How do I make it so that it's entertaining? I think that that's just complete not what you need to do. I think if you really want to do something with YouTube, if you really want to say that I actually enjoy YouTube, not for the sake of money, for the sake of fame, for the sake of blowing up, for the sake of views, but for the sake of, I just love to create, you need to stop watching those videos. And I think that's another mistake that a lot of people make, and myself included. Don't get me wrong, that's why I'm making this video, because I made the mistake, is before you're even making videos, you're watching videos on how to make your videos better. You haven't made a video. And I think so many people do that. I do that with everything I do. I do that with art, with music, with poetry, with the way that I talk, with the way that I act. I'm like, okay, how can I be better in social settings? I haven't gone into those social settings yet. I just moved to Nashville, and I'm like, how do I adjust myself to Nashville? I haven't actually gone out and met people yet. I haven't even started school yet, but I'm already saying I'm doing something wrong. How do I improve on it? But I haven't even started. So that's really why I quit YouTube, or why I wanted to quit YouTube, was because I was judging myself before I even started. And then I was manufacturing and altering what I wanted to do based on, okay, well, these videos say I need to do this, so I'm going to do this so that I can make something entertaining, I can make something digestible, I can make something good for the people that want to see it, I can help people. And it all comes from a good place. It all comes from a place of wanting to make a better video, wanting to be more entertaining for people. But if you lose yourself in that process, it's not even worth it anymore. It's not even worth the filming of the video, then the talking over it, then the posting it. It's not even worth it if you're not having fun. And it feels so hypocritical from the place that I'm in right now, because I just moved to Nashville to pursue this dream of music, whatever the heck that means. This dream of music in this amazing school, which I'm not going to say for my safety. This amazing place that I'm in my own apartment. I'm slowly decorating, and I'm unpacking boxes. I'm putting posters up. I'm like making it my own space. I have my dog with me. I'm making music. Like, I'm doing it because I said I don't want to live someone else's life. I want to live my life. I want to make music. I want to improve my craft. I want to write better. I want to sing better. I want to play instruments better. I want to be better. But then at the same time, I'm making YouTube videos that I don't even like. Like, I'm not even having fun with it anymore. I'm sitting there saying, oh, I like making my YouTube videos, but I'm not having fun that I don't want to better my... Like, does that make any sense? It's such a hypocritical place to say, I'm going to go live this life that I want to live. I'm going to have fun with my life. And then I'm not even doing that in the other areas of my life. I stopped working out because I wasn't having fun. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to revamp how I work out, make it a little bit more fun, say what when I was really in the zone, like I was talking about, where I wasn't caring about if anyone judging me, what was I doing? And as embarrassing as it is, I know that now I'm going on a bit of a tangent, but as embarrassing as it is, I used to, in high school, I would sprint on the treadmill to Hamilton. And I'm Italian, so I like to talk with my hands. I would be singing, I'd be singing Hamilton, not out loud, but like mouthing it. So like you could borderline hear the breath work of it all, but you couldn't hear the singing. Like, I was aware that I was with people and other people were in the room. But I would mouth it, and I would be using my hands. I was pounding my chest. I was Hamilton. Nobody could convince me in that moment that I was not Hamilton, and I had to start a new nation. Gotta meet my son. Like, that's who I was. I had to meet my son. I had to start a nation, and that was the most fun. And I didn't care. I didn't care that all of these people were around me, probably saying, "What the heck is this freaking 14, 15-year-old girl doing on the treadmill, sprinting?" Mouthing words, no one can hear you. You're mouthing words and you're like flailing your arms around like you borderline are asking for help. I didn't care. I didn't care that those people were thinking it, because I was having fun. I was moving my body, and it was fun enjoyable thing for me. Not just enjoyable, it was fun and enjoyable. I think that's the number one thing I'm going to start focusing on with this YouTube channel is it fun and is it enjoyable? And I think you should do that in your life too. You should ask yourself, yes, this is enjoyable, but am I having fun? Am I letting my guard down? Am I living a life that I'm proud of? Am I living a life where I'm... Because, okay, last thing, then I'll wrap up this video. I've been thinking a lot about how I spend so much time on my phone, and I don't want to look back on my life and just remember the scrolling of everything. You know, I don't want to build a life. So I'm getting quiet because I'm just really thinking about, it's something that we all really do need to think about in this day and age. We need to think about, like, death comes for us all, age comes for us all. In looking back on a life where you've just scrolled and scrolled and scrolled, and you stayed in your room, and you've made fake connections. Someone I knew was on Whatnot a lot, and she would say that she just really enjoyed it. She felt like she was there with the creator, and I sat there and I was like, you're not there. They don't know you. You're not there. So yes, you might be enjoying something, but are you having fun with it? Are you letting your walls down? Are you actually living the life that you want to live? And that's why I wanted to delete my YouTube channel, and that's why I wanted to stop. It was because I just wasn't having fun with it. I was enjoying it. I love philosophy. I love self-help in bits and pieces. That's why I quit philosophy as a major and as a pursuit in my careers and studies, was that I just wasn't having fun anymore. The most fun I had was when I was talking to people about it, not sitting in my room. As much as I wish I was a reader, I'm not a reader. And I've been trying to read, and I have so many books. I have a whole bookshelf full of books. I have it all organized: fiction, nonfiction, poetry, self-help, and then philosophy, of course, because I have a lot of leftover books. But I was not having fun with my YouTube channel. I wasn't me. And recently in my life, I felt that a lot, where I felt like I just haven't been me. And I look back at parts of my life and I wonder, where did that creativity, where did that let loose, where did that spark go? And I think this is the first step, just doing more things in my life, and I encourage you to do it in yours, where you're not just enjoying yourself, but you're having fun. More videos to come. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you didn't, it's okay, because I'm having fun and that's all that matters. I hope you have a great one. Go out into your life and do some enjoyable and fun things. I'll see you in the next video.